Hi everyone, my name is En Hao and I'm a member of the Singapore National Debate Team. Today, I want to share about the strategic use of spectrumization in debates and how it can make arguments far more persuasive and nuanced. Let us first start with a simple question. What exactly does spectrumization entail? This refers to identifying the different stakeholders impacted by a motion, as well as the different contexts the debate takes place in. Let's illustrate this with a very simple example. In a motion titled, this house will require media organizations to always provide a balanced coverage of political issues. The different stakeholders within this debate refer to the different types of people who will view this news. This includes radicals who hold extreme political viewpoints, the average citizen who tends to favor one side over the other, albeit not to an overwhelming degree, or moderates who are politically neutral and already have a balanced perspective. Identifying these different stakeholders, then explaining how this policy would or would not impact each of them will make your arguments far more convincing. This use of spectrumization can also be done in a strategic fashion to respond to the opposing team's arguments. For instance, in this same motion, one argument proposition can make is about breaking echo chambers and giving people a more balanced account of an issue. In response to this, opposition can make use of spectrumization to explain that there are two main stakeholders and actors in this debate: radicals and moderates. From there, opposition can argue that moderates already read multiple different news sources and this policy would therefore not impact them to a significant degree, whereas radicals will continue to live in their own echo chambers and hold extreme viewpoints regardless of this policy. This effectively negates opposition's argument on the echo chamber effect by demonstrating that either echo chambers are not a major problem or they will continue to exist even in the world of the proposition. Thus, by clearly establishing the spectrum of stakeholders in this debate, then focusing analysis on each actor, opposition can effectively negate proposition's arguments on echo chambers. Another way spectrumization can be very effective is in forcing the opposing team into a dichotomy and strategically narrowing the debate in your favor. For instance, in a World Schools Debating Championship quarterfinals match between Singapore and Taiwan, the motion debated was, this house would not distribute emergency and humanitarian aid through non-state groups linked to terrorism. On proposition, Team Singapore made use of spectrumization to explain what the two main contexts of this debate are, namely situations where terrorists are strong and situations where they are weak. From there, Singapore explained that in areas where terrorists are weak, it will be much more effective to directly enter the region to distribute aid. However, in areas where they are strong, giving this aid will only further strengthen these terrorists because they can easily misuse these resources to further oppress people. From this example, we can see that by using spectrumization, Singapore was able to force a dichotomy of strong and weak terrorists on opposition, as well as demonstrate why in both instances, proposition wins. Without clearly establishing the different contexts where debate can take place in, such argumentation would have been far more unclear, contradictory, and unnuanced. Thank you for listening, and we hope this will help you in your own debating journey.